Let's grab our foam roller. We're going to come to lie supine. Knees bent, feet on the floor, brace your abs, elevate the pelvis, sliding the foam roller under your tailbone. Hugging your not as tight or not as strong shin into the chest with one hand, other hand stays on the floor for stability. Slide your dominant or stronger leg out, long on the floor with the heel remaining down. Do not lift the leg up in the air. Point the toes, squeeze the front of the thigh without locking out in the kneecap. Hold it here. We're stretching out the posturally tight hip flexors. Imprint your back body into the floor. Lift your chin. Keep your low belly firm. Let's breathe together. With your belly in towards the spine, breathing into the side body and back. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Sustain that lift for the duration of your exhale. Fog of air. Again, inhale laterally with the belly already pulled in. Tug up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Darth Vader sound. The important part is when you lift up on your pelvic floor muscles, you hold that lift for the entire time you exhale. And the exhale sounds like ocean breath, Darth Vader, or fogging a mirror. Okay? One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Switching sides, setting up on the second side. Once you're set up, make sure that that heel of the extended leg is on the ground. You're not locking out in the knee. You're squeezing the front of the thigh. It's almost completely straight. You're feeling a stretch in your groin area, hip flexor, quadricep, and you're breathing. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Belly's in. You lift up on the pelvic floor, sustain it, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. We're contracting the TVA, the deepest layer of the core, which helps with posture when you're cantering and jumping. Very important. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Contract and exhale. And that contract, all it is the belly in and the active lift of the pelvic floor. Those two actions equal the contraction of the transverse abdominis. Give me one more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. From here, we'll brace our abs, lift our pelvis up, slide the roller down below the knees so your legs are draped over it. Hands on the ground, tuck your pelvis under like a scared puppy, flattening the low back into the floor. Lifting one leg up, holding it up for 2 breaths, keeping your puppy dog tuck and your hips, the bony protrusion of the hips, square to the ceiling like headlights. Hold it here. Point the toes of the lifted leg. Don't lock out in the knee. Inhale, brace the abs, and exhale. Inhale, and lower it down slowly. 2 breath hold at the top. Alternate sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lengthen. Keep it up. Exhale, lower. Again, alternating sides. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Stay. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Lower. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep flattening that low back into the floor and don't twist the hips. Keep them even. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Lower. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Alternating sides. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Puppy dog tug. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Press the back body into the floor. Lower that leg down. So mid back, upper back imprinting. Head lifted, chin lifted. You count the breath now. I'm going to give you some checkpoints to think about. So when you lift the leg, try to point the toes as hard as you can. Don't lock out in your knee, but make the focus the leg hovering just an inch. Don't go for height because that actually makes it easier. The higher that leg is, the less work the lower abs do. So if it hovers just an inch from the roller, you're really having to fight hard with your lower abdominals, which is what we're working to condition here. The stronger your pelvic floor is, the more control you're going to have on the horse. So this is a very important exercise to do correctly. And if the TVA breathing, the transverse abdominis breathing is confusing, then take level 1's TVA versus belly breathing 10-minute class just to reinforce how to breathe properly. From here, we're going to make our way up to sit on the ball with our blue Theraband and serve the platter arms. You hold the end of the blue Theraband, you throw it around the center of the back, you wrap around the knuckles with the thumbs on the outside. Looks like this. The point of the band here is not to work the front of the shoulders or back of the shoulders, but to engage your upper back extensors. And how can we do that? We think about the back ribs and the shoulder blades pushing into this Theraband at all times. This will help. Sit with your legs together, parallel, on the top of the sits bones. Inhale, prepare, brace your abs, push your shoulder blades and back ribs into the blue band as you twist from your rib cage, not from your pelvis. Keep your lower body still. Pulsing, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, feel your pelvis ground down towards the floor. Exhale, twist and pulse, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, brace the abs. Exhale, twist, 2, 3, 4. Notice the head goes with me. It's not about how far you twist. It's about activating the TVA, the transverse abdominis, by pulling the belly in at all times and actively lifting up internally and sustaining that lift of the lower pelvic floor. Keep going. Have you lost the thought of the back ribs and the shoulder blades pushing into the blue Theraband? Don't lose that. Is your neck straining? If so, make sure your gaze is higher than eye level. Continue on. Keep alternating sides. This is a really great one for finding the lower pelvic floor. We've already activated it with our floor work we just did for the abs. So those abs are going to be burning tomorrow if you're working efficiently, if you're understanding the TVA breathing and putting it into practice. Remember, it's a great class, the 10-minute TVA versus belly breathing, to help you understand. I would advise taking it if there's any confusion. One more breath here. From here, set the blue Theraband to the side. Place the purple loop band around your outer thighs. With the purple loop band around your outer thighs, we're going to do some walkouts. We'll do them with pelvic flexion. Watch first. Hands can go on the hips, behind the head, or hold on to the side of the ball. I'm going to keep my hands on my hips, feet hip distance apart, and make sure the legs are hip distance apart rather, and the feet are parallel. I brace my abs. I exhale. My inner thighs pull down as I walk out to where my back and head are supported by the ball. I inhale, prepare to walk back up, and I keep the puppy dog tuck. I keep the internal lift of the pelvic floor, and I feel as if someone has my pelvis and they're pulling it down to the floor. This helps kind of stabilize me as I'm wobbling on this stability ball so that I don't go from side to side coming up. All right. If you feel any knee discomfort as you walk in and out, it could be that you're kind of sitting into it or sitting into one side. If you can keep the belly in, that's going to change everything. So don't push your belly out, pull it in, and actively lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. We're working for that lower pelvic floor stability. So keep going with that. We've got to build up these abs. So as you're working, use the breath. Exhale to go down, inhale to come up. So try to lengthen those exhales and inhales. So maybe like a 6 count or a 5 count. Don't go too quick, because then that's when you can really lose your balance, and then you start to use momentum versus strength. So I want you to move with awareness. Where's the energy? So there's this internal lift as you lower down. So there's this opposition happening. Your inner thighs are pulling down, but your lower pelvic floor is lifting in and up. So if you can feel these oppositional energy lines, it can help stabilize you and give you a lot more strength. Where's your belly? Where's your focus of your eyes? This is important for the neck safety. So eyes should always be looking a little higher than eye level, no matter if there's movement or you're turning, twisting, anything. They need to be a little higher than eye level. This keeps the neck flexors, which are weak, the front of the neck, involved, so that we don't overuse or strain the back of the neck where we're already tight. Okay, finish up the one you're on, keep the purple loop band on, and we're going to come into a forearm plank with our forearms on the ball. Now, a couple of options. Level 1, we did this plank on our knees with our toes pointed, knees hip distance apart. If you have knee or back issues, patting the knees by rolling up the mat as much as you need to. Or your knees can be together if you have no knee or back issues. Another option is to tuck the toes under and to come into the forearm plank. Go where you feel like you can maintain good form. Remember, there's a diagonal from either the knees or the heels out through the crown of the head. The pelvis should not be higher than the upper back. The booty's down. The low belly is always in towards the spine. You're actively lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. And remember that blue Theraband that was just behind our back. Puff the shoulder blades and your back ribs towards it still. Finding those upper back extensors to help support and take some of the weight off the front of the shoulders and chest. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Wherever you are, breathe and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Slowly coming down, draping the body over the ball. Hold it here, just relaxing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Grab your red Theraband and green loop band, taking the red Theraband through the green loop band. Coming to sit with your legs hip distance apart if you have knee or back issues, together if not. Wrap around the knuckles with the thumbs on the outside, creating some resistance, bringing the elbows to the side of the body. We'll be doing this motion in external rotator cuff position, doing one arm at a time. Start with your dominant or stronger arm, opening the forearm out, 2, 3, 4, bringing it in, 2, 3, 4, exhale it out, 2, 3, 4, inhale it in, 2, 3, 4, that's all it is. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4, inhale in, 2, 3, 4. Feel your low abs pulling in and up. Keep going on that side. Pelvis pulling down towards the floor, inner thighs pulling back to the wall behind you. Low belly is always in. And that means you have to breathe laterally into the side body, upper back, chin up, gaze higher than eye level. And let's move to that non-dominant or not as strong arm. Brace your abs, and here we go. Exhale the arm out, 2, 3, 4, inhale it in, 2, 3, 4, exhale it out, 2, 3, 4, inhale it in. And keep going with that. Watch that the shoulders don't start creeping up. Plug them down. Widen your collarbone. Lift in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Gaze up higher than eye level. Imagine you're wearing a book bag of cement and it's pulling your shoulder blades and back ribs towards the loaded book bag of cement, so your upper back is very much engaged. And now count your breath for the next couple reps. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Open the arm. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, closing it as the pelvis grounds down. Exhale, open as the inner thighs pull back. One more. Inhale, close, pelvis grounds down. Exhale, open, inner thighs pull back. Brace your abs. And from here, we're going to move into a trapezius rhomboid exercise. The arms will look like this. Same bands, but the arms will come up to 2 right angles. Notice that my wrists aren't flexed. They're flat. We'll take the arms up, and we're going to add a torso twist. We'll start by pulsing back our dominant side, our dominant arm, and twisting in the direction we're pulsing. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower the elbows back down. That's all it is. We'll alternate sides, sitting up with the legs together if you have no knee or back issues, hip distance apart if you have knee or back issues. Going at your pace. Let's see if we can keep a steady tempo. So let's get together at the bottom wherever you are. Inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4. Exhale to twist from your rib cage. Inhale to recenter and feel that cement book bag on, back ribs puffing towards the book bag, engaging that upper back, and exhale to lower. So as you lift, you inhale. As you twist, you exhale. As you recenter, you inhale. And as you lower the elbows down, you exhale. So lifting, inhale, pelvis grounds down. Twisting, exhale, inner thighs pull back. Centering, inhale, pelvis pulls towards the floor. And exhale, lowering the elbows. The lower pelvic floor muscles lift in and up. Keep going with this. Deep breaths. Alternating sides. Working on conditioning the lower pelvic floor. Where's your gaze? Make sure it's up higher than eye level. Chin is lifted. Shoulder blades are pulling towards one another. You're seated up on the top of the sits bones. The belly's not pushing out, but pulling in towards the spine. Keep going with this. For another 10 seconds here. Hang in there. I know this can be a lot of work for the back and core, but give me just a little longer. Counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to take our red Theraband and tie it a quarter of the way into our foam roller. Again, the red Theraband tied a quarter of the way into the foam roller. We'll pin the whole roller against the wall, coming down onto our hands and knees, wrapping our dominant arm, our stronger arms, knuckles around that red Theraband, bringing our torso, pelvis onto the ball, extending, having our heels and our feet pin that roller. We'll drape our upper body over the ball, holding the hands right by the ears, and exhaling to do a nice shoulder press overhead. Now, option to press both arms for that upper back extension, or to just press the loaded arm and keep the unloaded arm right down by the hip or at the side body. So a couple different options with the non-loaded arm there. Now that we're set up, let's begin. So for our extension, we'll inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, we press as we lift, shoulders plug down. Back ribs puff up to the ceiling. Abs are bracing. Inner thighs are pulling back as we lower down. Inhale to lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale to lower. 2, 3, 4. That's all it is. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Keep that going. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Gaze higher than eye level. And lower. 2, 3, 4. Imagine hands hovering from the shoulder blades. Puff the back ribs towards those hands. Make sure the belly's not pushing out into the ball, but pulling in towards the spine. Keep that going. Use your breath. From here, finish up the set you're on. Switch that foam roller around, wrapping it around your non-dominant or not as strong arms, hand, knuckles, around the knuckles with the thumb on the outside. Pin that roller with your feet hip distance apart, bringing the pelvis onto the ball, draping the upper body over. Hold it here. Breathing in as you come up into your first press on this side. Exhale to lower slowly. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Keep that going with those shoulder presses. Make sure as you're doing it, the gaze is higher than eye level. The palms are facing in towards the ears, unless, well, you have that other hand could be at your side or on your hip if you don't want it to mimic the hand that's loaded. There's not a better choice. There's just choices. So go with what feels best on your body today and focus on the loaded side. Focus on keeping your pelvis square to the ball. Watch out for rocking to one side. We'll get not only a good back workout here, but also internal obliques are having to work and stabilize. This can be great for posture as well. Give me 2 more repetitions, 2 more. And once you've completed those, you can set the roller and red Theraband to the side, bringing your dominant tighter arm into a pec minor stretch on the stability ball, so a cactus arm, goalpost arm. And we'll twist away from that arm. Make sure the hand that's on the ground, the hand is under the shoulder, the knees are under the hips, the shins are down, the tops of the feet are down on the floor. And we're breathing into this nice opener for the front of the shoulder in pec minor. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. From here, pass that ball to the other side, setting up, finding that cactus position. Elbow right in line with the shoulder, forearm is on that ball, twisting away from it, wrist under shoulder, knees under hips, shins and tops of the feet on the floor, belly firm, puddle the chest in, twist away, open it up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Inhale, 2, twisting, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Almost there. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let's let that go. Set the ball to the side. Round your spine, gazing through your legs in angry cat position. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale, brace your abs, push back into a child's pose. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Great job. Grab your stability ball and your purple loop band, bringing the purple loop band around the outer thighs, coming to lie supine with the feet on the ball for some supine bridging. Feet hip distance apart, hands heavy on the floor. Tuck your pelvis under like a scared puppy, flattening the low back into the floor. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Brace your abs, exhale the air out. Inhale, pelvis lifts up into the air, feet are hip distance apart and perfectly parallel. Exhale, hold it here. Inhale, brace your abs, staying up. And exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, send the pelvis back up. Exhale, hold it up. Inhale, 2, stay up. 3, 4. Exhale, peeling down from the upper back to the mid back to the tailbone. Again, tucking the pelvis, lifting up, holding it up. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale, peeling down upper back, mid back to tailbone. We'll keep going like that, working on our glute strength in these wonderful bridges. Inhaling to prepare and send the pelvis up. Exhaling to hold. Inhale. And exhale, peeling down upper back, mid back to tailbone. Take a little break, draping the calves over the ball. Inhale, prepare, pointing the toes. Exhale, circle the feet away from one another. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, point the toes. 2, 3, 4. Eversion, circle the feet out. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, point the toes. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, circle the feet out. 2, 3, 4. One more point. 2, 3, 4. Circle the feet out and away from the body. Place the feet back on the ball. One more set here. Inhale. Tuck the pelvis, round it up, hold it up. Exhale the air out. Inhale, stay up, pelvis reaching for the wall in front of you. Low belly firm. Exhale, peeling down upper back, mid back to tailbone. Extending the legs out without locking the knees. Feet are still hip distance apart, but now the heels are on the ball. Hands are heavy at your side. Upper back is imprinting, chin is lifted, shoulders are plugged down, belly's firm. Inhale, send the pelvis up. Exhale, bring the ball out and in 2 times. And then lower down upper back, mid back to tailbone. Here's some parallel hamstring curls to strengthen the back of the legs. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bringing it out, in, and lowering slowly down. Take your time, tuck the pelvis, inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, and out, in, lower, slow. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, take it out and in. Go at a tempo that feels normal. And then make sure you lower yourself down by keeping your abs in. Don't push them out. Soften your sternum. Keep pressing the back ribs into the floor, imprinting, widening the collarbone, plugging the shoulders down. Hang in there. Take a little break, drape the calves over the ball. Inhale, point the toes, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, circle the feet away from the body. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, point the toes, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, circle, 2, 3, 4. Keep going with the eversion, circles away from the body. Inhale, point, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, circle, 2, 3, 4. One more point, 2. Just plantar flex those toes, and then circle them away from one another. 2, 3, 4. Okay, from here, we're going to take the purple loop band off of the thighs, coming into a wide leg bridge. So wide leg bridging with the feet on the stability ball. So almost like the feet are in a second position, or what you would do a sumo squat in. So just very wide. You're going to wrap your toes, curl the toes around the ball a bit, pointing your feet, involving the feet. Make sure you're not turning out from your feet or knees, but from the top of the hip socket. So hands heavy at your side, tuck your booty under like a scared puppy. Inhale, send the hips up, hold them up. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale, peeling down upper back, mid back to tailbone. Inhale, back up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, stay up, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, second breath up, and lower slowly, 2, 3, 4. 2 more sets like this. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, stay up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4. Last one, up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Brace your abs. Lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. From here, taking our green loop band around our ankles and tying our red Theraband a quarter of the way into our foam roller. So I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to wrap around the knuckles of my dominant hand first, stepping up onto the roller with my feet hip distance apart. Watch me first. Inside foot's arch of the foot will go into the band for a hamstring kickback. I'm going to hold the loaded arm overhead in a press, just keeping it up, and the leg will go in and out. So I'll exhale it out, 2, 3. Inhale, bend at the knee and feel my pelvis pull down towards the roller as it comes in. Go ahead and keep a soft bend in the knees. You can always do this standing on the floor or by a wall. If doing it on the roller, you're too apprehensive about this. Wrap around the knuckles of your dominant tighter arm first, stepping up with a soft bend in the knees, bringing the inside foot into the green loop band. Here we go. Overhead press, chin up, low belly firm, soften the gaze, keep it a little higher than eye level. Keep going in and out with that hamstring kickback. So exhale out, 2, 3, inhale in, 2, 3. That's all it is. Exhale out, 2, 3, inhale in, 2, 3. Wrap the toes of the supporting leg around the roller. Make sure that foot isn't turned out, that it's perfectly parallel, that there's always a soft bend in that knee, that your chin is lifted, your front ribs are fighting to find the back ribs, and the back ribs are puffing to the wall behind you. Remember, like you have that book bag of cement on so that the upper back is involved, not the front of the shoulders and chest. Finish up the one you're on and slowly step off the roller, coming to the other side, setting up for the other side. So it's the inside leg that's our working leg. The outside arm is loaded with that red Theraband in the overhead press. Don't lock out in your elbow if you have hyperextension in your elbows. Hold it here. Brace your abs. Gaze up higher than eye level. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades. Puff the back ribs towards my hands. Don't let the belly push out. Pull it in towards the spine. Lift internally up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. And every time you inhale, when you bring that leg in the kickback, you should have started by now, your pelvis grounds down towards the roller. Every time you kick back, your inner thighs pull back a little bit, but your supporting leg, the knee is soft, the pelvis is still really nice and grounded, and the lower pelvic floor muscles are actively lifting in and up like you're trying to stop your stream of pee. Keep going with that. Nice long inhales and exhales. Hanging in there. Breathing through it. Give me one more, then bend the knees, brace your abs, and slowly come off of the roller. We'll need to take the green loop band off, bringing our purple loop band on. We'll do an assisted quadricep stretch. You can use a chair or your stability ball, bringing the top of the foot on it, like so. If you can grab your foot, you can grab your foot. So I'll show you all 3 variations, but I want the purple loop band around the outer thighs. It's the outside foot that's either going up onto the ball, chair. Actually, you can do the inside foot. So if you're using a wall, if you have one hand on the wall, the outside hand can be on the hip. And so your outside leg, the leg not closest to the wall, is your standing leg. So your inside leg is going to kick to your butt if you're using the chair or the ball. Now, if you're using your hand, it makes more sense that the outside leg it's your outside hand and outside leg. So I'll show you all 3 variations. Start with your dominant tighter side. Get into that quadricep fascia, just driving the thigh back, making sure you're not locking out in your supporting leg's knee, that your chin is up, your gaze is soft. and that you're breathing, always breathing. Working on the deep lift of the pelvic floor. And from here, let's slowly set up on the other side, taking that stretch, well-deserved stretch after all that hard work for your glutes and hamstrings. You're getting a nice postural stretch for your quadriceps. Breathing into that, inhale. Bracing the abs and exhale. Again, inhale. Tucking the booty under and pressing the pelvis forward a little to intensify the stretch, keeping a soft bend in the supporting leg's knee. One more breath here, inhale. And let's let that go. Great job. Coming to sit on our stability ball, we'll slide this purple loop band down to our feet, to our metatarsals. So it'll go around our toes, seated on the stability ball with our feet hip distance apart, hands on the hips. From here, starting with our dominant or tighter side, we'll evert the foot from the ankle joint, taking it out, 2, 3, inhaling it back to center. So exhaling it away from the body, inhaling it back to parallel. Exhale away, inhale parallel. Exhale away. Inhale parallel. Keep your belly in. Plug the shoulders down. Imagine that book bag of cement you're wearing. Your upper back's really engaged in the movement. 2 more here. And the movement's from the ankles, not from the knees, quadriceps, front of the thighs, groin area, hip flexors, not from these areas. It's ankle mobility. This will help with proprioception. And this will also help as you move through space for you to recruit muscles that are underactive that will improve your horseback riding. So go ahead and switch to your non-dominant or not as tight sides foot, and we'll take it out, 2, 3 on the exhale, bring it into parallel. Exhale it out, 2, 3, inhale it parallel, 2, 3. Remember the exhale as you pull out, the inner thighs pull back, so you're on the top of the sits bones as you sit there. Your belly's in, supporting the low back. Your pelvis is neutral, so we're not rounding, but we're not arching. We're somewhere between arching and rounding and neutral pelvis. Our front ribs aren't pushing forward. We're softening the sternum, breastbone, and front ribs towards the back body. Imagining that backpack of cement we're wearing, keeping our upper back really involved in the movement. Shoulder blades together, collarbone wide, chin lifted, gaze higher than eye level. Finish up the one you're on. And from here, we're going to move into a standing version of our rhomboid trapezius exercise. We'll need the purple loop band around our outer thighs, so you can slide that up the thighs. And you'll need your green loop band and red Theraband, taking the red Theraband through the green loop band, standing on the center of that green loop band with your dominant or tighter leg, and taking the top of your non-dominant, not as tight leg onto the ball in a hamstring curl. You'll wrap around the knuckles, that red Theraband, with the elbows up, forearms flat, wrists flat, finding those 2 right angles. And then with a soft bend in the supporting leg's knee, we'll twist over our standing leg. We'll inhale, prepare. Exhale, twist over that leg. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower the elbows down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. And one more time on the side. Inhale, lift. 2, 3. Exhale, twist. 2, 3. Inhale, center. 2, 3. Exhale, lower. 2, 3. Let's go ahead and set up on the other side. Finding the hamstring curl, standing on that green loop band, setting up our 2 right angles, wrapping around the knuckles with the thumbs on the outside. From here, inhale, prepare. Remember, we're only twisting over the side of our standing leg. Soft bend in the supporting leg's knee, neutral pelvis, chin lifted, gaze higher than eye level. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we twist. 2, 3. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower the elbows. Inhale, lifting up. 2, 3. Exhale and twisting. 2, 3. Inhale, center. 2, 3. Exhale, lower. 2, 3. 2 more. Inhale, lift. 2, 3. Brace the abs. Make sure you're not locking out on your supporting leg's knee. Neutral pelvis. No rounding or overarching the back. Belly in. Remember that backpack of cement or my hands hovering from your shoulder blades and you puffing them back. Finish up the set you're on. Setting those bands to the side. Grabbing our blue Theraband. That's the blue Theraband. We're going to throw it behind the back of our shoulder blades, taking it under the armpits, wrapping it around the knuckles with the thumbs on the outside. It looks like this. I'm going to come over to the wall. My back will be facing you so you can see what's happening with my feet as well as my inner thighs. And you'll see that I'm going to fight to puff my back ribs into that blue band at all times to keep myself upright so that I don't round forward at all. I don't allow that kyphosis to take over. I'm far enough away from the wall that my fingertips could brush it for balance purposes if I need it, but I'm not holding onto the wall. So know that since you're getting a view of my back, my hands are not on the wall. From here, you're going to point your toes, squeezing it on the ball, shifting to your dominant leg side. So when you squeeze the ball, the top of the toes of your non-dominant, not as tight leg will hover up. So it's like you're balancing on the toes of your dominant, tighter side. But really, you've just got one little point of contact, but mostly you're doing the work with your abs and inner thighs here. Toes are actively plantar flexing the entire time. So when a toe is down, you're on the top of the foot. You're not tucking your toes under. Here we go. Let's shift to the dominant side first, puffing the back ribs into that blue band, holding. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. Exhale, inner thigh, squeeze, belly in. Inhale, brace the abs and shift to the other top of your foot. Point the toes, one foot hovering. Inhale, 1, breathe. Chin up, gaze higher than eye level. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Puff the back ribs into that blue band. Inhale, 3. Brace the abs. Exhale, switching to the other side. Hold. Inhale, 1. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Almost there. Inhale, 3. Brace your abs. Exhale, moving to our final side. Hold. Inhale, 1. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, lower pelvic floor muscles lift in and up with the belly already in towards the spine. Let's make our way off. We'll come into a wall V stretch, taking our dominant arm onto the wall first, twisting away from it. Hold it here. Inhale, 1. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Twisting back towards the wall, switching sides. Turning away from the arm on the wall, bending the knees, chin up, gaze higher than eye level, belly in. Twist. Inhale, 1. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. And let's bring our body. We're going to take the mat, slide it close to the wall for a wall adductor stretch. Slowly coming down to the ground, taking our legs up the wall. Inhale, prepare, point the toes. Exhale, slowly opening the legs out to the side. Keep the toes pointed. Check your lower back position. Make sure there's a mouse hole between the low back and the floor. Holding it here. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it becomes too much, take your hands to the outer thighs and slowly bring the legs up together. See if you can stay with it. Toes pointed, soft bend in the supporting, or soft bend in both knees rather. Neutral pelvis. Guide the pelvis towards the wall in front of you. Finding a little mouse hole, but not a big, deep arch in the back. So tip the pelvis down. You can even tuck the pelvis and find flexion if you don't have any back issues. But our goal is neutral pelvis, somewhere between arching and rounding. Keep your abs braced. 2 more breaths here together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soft bend in the knees, hands on the outer thighs. Slowly bring them back up, coming off the wall on whatever side you see fit. Draping your body over your ball in flexion. Let's do a little belly breathing, pushing the belly into the ball. So inhale, push the belly into the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, let it fall back towards the spine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, push it into the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, let it fall towards the spine. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, relax the neck. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax the mind. 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. Grab your purple loop band and bring that around your outer thighs. Your purple loop band around your outer thighs. Your ball's going to go behind your back. We're going to be doing 2-to-1 squats. Option for the hands behind the head, on the hips, or swinging up to shoulder flexion. I'll show you each variation as we do our sets. So make sure the leg you shift over onto at the bottom, the first side, is your dominant leg. Okay, so we're going to inhale, prepare. Balls behind the back. Feet are perfectly parallel. Exhale, our inner thighs pull us back. We shift over to our dominant, tighter side, holding. Inhale, 1. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, standing back up, shifting to the other side. Preparing. Exhale, inner thighs pull us back. We shift over to our non-dominant leg. Hold. The other leg kicks towards the butt in a hamstring curl or hovers just a hair. Make sure you're not engaging the thigh of the leg that's up. Inhale, stand back up. So that's all it is. So as we do our sets, I'll change the arms. You can mimic my arms or you can keep one arm variation. Breathing in. Exhale, inner thighs pull us back. Inhale, we shift over. Exhale, we hold. Inhale, we stand back up. Inhale, prepare. Soft bend in the knees. Gaze higher than eye level. Exhale, let the inner thighs pull you back. Shifting to the other side, holding. Inhale. Bracing your abs and exhale. Inhale, standing up on that one leg. Exhale, lowering the leg that was lifted. Inhale, prepare. Pelvis grounds down. Micro bend in the knees. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back into your full 2-legged squat. Exhale, brace the abs. Inhale, shifting over to the dominant leg or non-dominant, depending on the side you're on. Hold. Exhale the air out. Inhale, stand up on that one leg, slowly lowering the lifted leg. Keep going here. I'll count your breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Belly firm. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Focus on where the eyes are looking, a little higher than eye level. Pressing equally through the outer and inner edge of your feet. Make this your last one. Coming on up, we're going to need our blue loop band around our outer thighs and our purple loop band, and it's going to be above our elbows. So with the purple loop band above the elbows, actually, yes, that's correct. Blue around thighs, purple loop band above elbows. We're going to come into some reverse crunches. So you'll walk out into a plank, pushing not only down with the hands, but pulling out with the arms to feel the abductors, your triceps, as well as the posterior delts. So tucking our booty under, we'll round and pull the legs in as we inhale and exhale out into your plank position again. So the farther in your body is, so if you have your pelvis all the way on the ball, this is going to be a lot easier than if it's just the tops of the feet on the ball. So play around with how much of your body is supported by the ball. That will increase the intensity of the exercise. So make sure you're breathing. You inhale, round in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, you come back out to plank. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, rounding in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4. Keeping that going. And if at any time you become fatigued, you can come into a child's pose in this position, pushing yourself back, keeping the abs braced, and holding here. We're going to come into this in a minute, and I just want you to stay here. So let's all make our way into that child's pose. And you can actively push your forehead into this band that's around your arms. You can allow it to slide down if it's in the way, or you can push your forehead into it to activate your neck flexors. So for some people, it'll feel better to slide it down their wrists, get it out of the way. Others, it'll be nice to have that added challenge of the forehead pushing into it, engaging the neck flexors. Stay active, keep breathing, brace your abs. From here, we're going to brace our abs to come off of the ball. We'll need our purple loop band around our outer thighs. So we'll take it, because it was above the elbows, switching out the purple loop band around the outer thighs. Holding our stability ball, facing one another at 12 o'clock. Watch me, I'm going to turn to 3 o'clock onto my right leg with my left leg lifted in the air. I'm going to take a deadlift, so it almost looks like our warrior 3 position, body parallel, as I tap the ball down. And then I'll come right back up into a hamstring curl at the top, or a leg reach behind me, either or. So let's do it together. We'll start at 12 o'clock with our right leg up, turning a quarter turn to 3 o'clock, picking our left leg up immediately, moving into that deadlift, 3 of them, taking it down on the exhale, soft bend in the supporting leg's knee. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down, trying to keep a nice long body as we go down, bracing the abs. Inhale, lift. And one more time, exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Let's repeat that side. Quarter turn, find the balance first, and then 3 deadlifts. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Use your abs. 2, 3, 4. Keep your knees soft. 2, 3, 4. Make sure your toes are pointed. And let's repeat on the second side. Quarter turn, find the balance, hold it. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1 as you take those deadlifts. Inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 3, turning back to me. Final set, quarter turn, find that balance, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1, inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 3, and from here, we'll keep this purple loop band on, grabbing our foam roller. If you have tight hamstrings or a tight low back, you may want to hold a yoga block. I'll show that variation. We're going to be doing a forward fold on the roller. So you'll step up onto the roller, feet hip distance apart, toes wrapping around it. The outside hand can hold the yoga block. You'll begin to walk the hand on the wall, bar, or counter down. Forward folding. If you need that block for your fingertips to rest on, you can have it. If not, the hands can rest on the floor. Keep the knees soft. Inhale, pelvis pulls down towards the roller. Exhale, inner thighs pull back as you try to straighten your legs a bit without locking the knees out. Toes are wrapped around the roller like a bird would wrap its claws around a branch. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. 2, 3, so the knees bend. Exhale, the inner thighs pull back so the knees straighten but not lock. So they straighten but they don't lock out. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. 2, 3, 4. Release the back of the neck. Try to not close the eyes just due to proprioception. It's nice to have them open here. Soften the shoulders, soften the forehead, the tongue, the jaw, the eyes and the sockets. Inhale, prepare, tucking the pelvis under. Brace your abs. Make sure bring the inside hand to the wall, outside hand to the hip. Tuck the pelvis. And let's hear that air as you come back up to our starting position. And let's from here slowly come off of the roller. And we'll turn and face one another. Cross our right leg behind our left. Taking our arms up, taking our left hand to grab our right wrist, side bending to the left, hold, push the pelvis forward, inhale 1, breathe, lift the chin, exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2, bend the knees, inhale 3, push the pelvis forward with the abs tight, exhale, inhale back up to center, switch the cross of the legs and the grip of the wrist. Try to not lean forward, but to arch back with the low belly firm. Hold, inhale 1, breathe, exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 3. Inhale back up to center, slowly lowering that down. Great job. We're going to need our 3-pound weight and our stability ball for our Warrior 2 lunge variation with our row to overhead press. And at the top, we're going to add a tricep extension. So we'll add 1 tricep extension at the top. So same exercise as level 1 with the added tricep extension. Setting up Warrior 2, let's all turn our right toes to 12 o'clock and our left toes to about 10, 9:30. Bend deeply into the right leg, creating a right angle. Taking the right hand to the stability ball, the left hand holding the weight. We row, press, and at the top, the elbow bends. The weight slowly comes towards the head. We extend it up, and then we bring the arm back down. So the breath is inhale to row, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you've done your press by then. Exhale to bend at the elbow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale to extend, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to lower, 2. So we're going super slow. So you're inhaling to lift, you're exhaling on your tricep kickback, or your tricep extension, and you're inhaling to lift the extension without locking the elbow out, and you're exhaling to lower the arm back through space. So maybe your count when you do the tricep extension can be a 3 count as opposed to a 6 because you don't have as far to travel. Use the breath though. Be conscious of that. On your next, once you finish that set, let's switch left toes at 12 o'clock, right toes now at 2:33-ish. Bend deeply into the left leg, left hand on the ball, right hand holding that 3-pound weight, row to press, tricep work at the top with the bend in the elbow and the extension without locking out in the elbow. Keep that going. Keep your breathing going. Now's the chance to really get low in the legs, to work the inner thigh of your front leg, to work your glutes, your outer glutes. Keep breathing here. I'd take 6 counts to lift up, maybe 3 counts to bend at the elbow and 3 counts to extend, and then 6 counts to come down. So playing around with the tempo, moving nice and slow and on the breath. Let's do one more set wherever you are. And then you can set the 3-pound weight to the side, picking up your stability ball for standing saw. So this is a wonderful variation for a little release in the QL, the back of the neck. Keep your abs engaged. Keep your knees soft. We don't want to lock out of the knees. So I'm going to hold the ball overhead. I'm going to inhale, prepare. I'm going to exhale, twist my torso, not my pelvis, but my torso. Taking the ball to the outside of my right foot. I'll inhale, my arms back up, and I'll exhale and twist and take the ball to the outside of my left foot. So I'm alternating. I inhale, lift up. I don't lock my knees out. I exhale, twist, taking the ball to the outside of the foot. I inhale back up to center, and again, exhale, twist, ball goes to the outside of the foot. Keeping this going, keeping a micro bend in the knees, a lift in the lower pelvic floor, shoulders plugged down, almost there. Using that breath. Give me one more. And from here, I'd like you to tie your red Theraband a quarter of the way into the roller. Again, the red Theraband a quarter of the way into the roller. Bring your green loop band around your ankles. We'll be doing a step to balance in the sagittal plane with a hamstring kickback with our inside leg. Outside hand is in shoulder arm is in shoulder flexion, loaded with this red Theraband. So as I step up, I find shoulder flexion. I bring my inside foot into the band and do a hamstring kickback, and I isometrically hold. If the green band is a little heavy, you can bring the foot in and out for 3 breaths instead of holding it isometrically. Let's go together. Stepping up first on your dominant leg, with your dominant leg to the farthest away from the wall as your outside leg. The leg closest to the red Theraband should be your stronger, tighter dominant leg. Here we go. Stepping up, finding the balance, bringing the foot, arch of the foot into the band, kicking back into it, chin up, gaze higher than eye level, deep lift of the low abs, neutral pelvis. One more breath. And then we'll slowly step down in front of the roller to step backwards up onto the roller. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Same exercise. Once we get up, inside foot, arch of the foot into the band, kick back, shoulder flexion, chin up, gaze higher than eye level. Breathing. Deep lift of the core, neutral pelvis. One more breath here. And then we'll take it to the other side. Now, if you struggle with balance on your dominant tighter side, you may want to do this exercise on the floor for your safety. You can also use ToeSox, and it does depend on the roller you're using. The YouniquelyFit kit roller is the best for this type of standing work. So feel free to get one of those when you get a chance. So let's hop on up, well, slowly step on up with our outside leg being our non-dominant, not as tight leg, shoulder flexion. Find that hamstring kickback hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1, gaze up higher than eye level. Inhale 2. Exhale 2, toes wrapping around that roller, pointed toes. Inhale. Brace the abs and exhale. Slowly step yourself down, stepping backwards through space. Inhale, pelvis grounds down as you step up. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Make sure your hand's on the wall. You can test the balance whenever you see fit, whenever you get it. But the hamstring kickback can move in and out. You can go back to the orange band if this is too heavy. Listen to your body. As this progresses, there'll be certain muscles that progress faster than others, and you need to honor your body. Give me one more breath here, and we'll slowly come off. We're going to grab a trigger ball, and that can be a lacrosse or tennis ball, or you can use your foam roller. Bring either a yoga block or anti-burst ball to put under your head. And the trigger ball or foam roller, we're going to roll the posterior tibialis out and above the knee. Start with your dominant tighter leg farthest away from the floor when you're side lying. And you're going to drop that knee forward, that leg, top leg forward, and get into the posterior tibialis, which is located here. Roll it out. If you get all those knots out and aren't feeling any tender areas, then I want you to go above the knee immediately, right into this pocket. And dig in. Circular motions, back and forth, just leaning in. All of these things will help. So use your breath as you're doing this. That's what's going to help you get through it, get the knots out, relax enough to let those knots dissipate. Circular motions, leaning, digging. So we'll be here for another 30 seconds. Take your time, find those spots. Grabbing water if you need it. Taking care of yourself. Good. Breathe these final 3 breaths here together, and then we'll switch sides. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, coming up, taking it to the other side, setting up below the knee, the posterior tibialis, rolling it out. Remember, the foam roller works just fine. I like the trigger ball because I like to go a little deeper, but the foam roller is just fine if you don't have a trigger ball. Breathing in, circular motions back and forth, leaning, digging, whatever you can tolerate. For this last minute, I'm going to cue breath, and I just want you to breathe with me. You can go above the knee if you get all the knots out right by the knee. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final breath, dig in. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job.